Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Seti Saturday. Seti Saturday, April the 27th, 2024. Thank you so much, family, for joining us today. Make sure, please, that you like, subscribe, share, get this information out. We do this because of our love of the people. We do this because of our love of the people. We have no other reason. We want the people to be strengthened, empowered, and have the power of choice. Our God-given right to the power of choice. There are entities, people, principalities, etc., that are attempting to stave our rights, stave our freedoms, destroy our power of choice. We want to get you the information that helps us to be assured of our ability to do what we want to do the best we can in righteousness for our families, for our communities, for our nation states. This is why we're here for our businesses. Yes, Seti Inc. If you have challenges in your business, you want to reach out to us. We are management consultants. You can contact us directly. www.tasetiinc.com is the website. Customer service at Seti Inc. will get you to us directly for a free consultation on whatever matter you might want to discuss. Again, we are management consultants, business advisors. We deal with digital economics, digital financial literacy, alternative finance, cryptocurrency, interaction. We have four main pillars: management consulting, strategic planning, things like business development, mergers, acquisitions, business expansion fall up under this. Wealth creation, financial development. Again, alternative finance. Do you need capital? We're getting it for companies every day. Those who are having challenges with TradFi or the traditional financial systems, we are finding ways to get them capital. There are ways to utilize technology. Every business needs capital at some point for something, big or small. It is a fact. Contact us, have that consultation. We can show you many, many ways that you can become your own bank. In fact, you don't have to beg anybody. You don't have to fill out anybody's applications. You don't have to go by their rules. You can become your own bank. Find out how by getting in touch with us with that free consultation. Wealth management. Once you start to get something under your belt, some capital, some earnings, what do you do next? How do you preserve it? We learned the hard way, but now we can teach others how to do this successfully. And wealth security, protecting your wealth from the vulturous, parasitical society that we live in. Yes, you feel my energy on this, right? You know that there are parasites that want to take your money. In particular, just the average everyday man and woman who's trying to survive. It is these culprits, these vicious, venom spitting corporations that want to steal your wealth away from you. How do you protect yourself? Give us a call. We will absolutely share how you can begin to protect yourself in a space, in a world like this. That, friends, family, it is getting worse. It is getting much, much worse. So we want to teach, educate, and implore you to do the things that are necessary for not only survival, but to thrive in an opportunity, in a world, in a space, in a place that we are being blessed. In fact, we believe by the Most High and the ancestors to bless us to be in this place at this time with these opportunities. So we continue to ask the question, why should you be in decentralized finance? Now, decentralized finance, if you're joining us for the first time and you don't know what decentralized finance is, in short, it is an alternative financial system that is not like TradFi or traditional finance, centralized finance, that is controlled, centralized finance that is controlled mostly by elites, whether they be elite persons or entities or corporations or governments. They control it, they manipulate it, they do what they want with it. And you and I are kind of just stuck riding along, having to do whatever they say, even in such cases where many people are having issues and challenges with their banks today. Why is this becoming almost the norm? You can read about it yourself. Just look at all kinds of media, news articles, YouTube videos, etc., where you'll see where people are their money is disappearing out of their bank accounts. Right? You may have experienced where you attempted to charge something with your debit card. You had 10 times the amount of money of the charge you were trying to make, and the bank stopped you. It told you couldn't do it. We've seen some of our clients simply trying to handle their business. In fact, right? They opened up a bank account to handle their business. They were very transparent with the institution about what they were doing. And when they attempted to transact business, the bank started treating them like children, literally asking them, do you know this person? How long have you known them? Are they a good person or a bad person? Can you imagine such violations of privacy? This is on the uptick more and more and more. And this is why we say you should be in decentralized finance. The comparison to what I just spoke of, centralized finance, TradFi, traditional finance, the opposite, decentralized finance, gives you and I power. We control our own finances, our own money. We can move money to people. We can do business. We can do all the things. And it's not saying that we're doing anything wrong. It's just giving us some choices, power, and control over what belongs to us, what we toil so hard for. We work hard. How many of you work hard for your money? How many of you are working so hard? You're working day and night. You're working 5-7 days a week to earn, to make your business grow. You work 15-16 hours a day maybe, and yet someone else comes in and tries to tell you what to do with your money. That's insanity. No. This has to absolutely come to an end. And this gift, this gift of the blockchain, the technology upon which decentralized finance sits upon, the blockchain, it gives us, you and I, the everyday man and woman, the power to have something for ourselves, to do something for ourselves, to build something for ourselves. Now, I want to jump right in here talking about these banks. One of the biggest banks in the world, JP Morgan, its CEO, Jamie Dimon. Many of you know that Mr. Dimon has written many things and said many things, been in many interviews. Seemingly, he is appalled to, against, derides decentralized finance and cryptocurrencies. He says these are bad things. He says, as quoted in this article from the Daily Hootie, he says JP Morgan CEO calls Bitcoin Ponzi scheme. He calls it a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme. Now, I'm going to just give you some now, let me finish. When I read this, I get so, kind of irritated. And I'm going to show you why. It's the gross hypocrisy of all of this, right? But he calls it a Ponzi scheme, and despite serving as authorized participant for BlackRock's ETF. See, this is the hypocrisy of the elite. This is the hypocrisy of the elite corporations, the big bankers. This is their hypocrisy. At the same time, he's saying these key little words, these words like Ponzi, right? These words scare people. When you hear the word Ponzi, you get scared, because we know that, or we've seen things where if it was Ponzi related, it means you're going to lose your money. It means it's a scam. It's something you want to stay away from if it's Ponzi, right? So when they use words like Ponzi scheme, it's going to purposely drive people away from it. The question becomes, though, if it's a Ponzi scheme, why are you participating, Mr. Dimon? Why is JP Morgan participating in something connected to, related to, a part of the Ponzi scheme, as you call it? Why in the world would your bank, JP Morgan, be connected to this very thing you call a Ponzi? This is the question we must ask. We must become astute, family. We must become astute and readers, right? Many people don't like to read. That's why you should come to our broadcast, because we're going to do the research. We're going to do the intelligent dissect of what's really going on and just give you the data, give you the facts, right? We're not even layering it on, right? It's right here in your face. It's right here, right before your very eyes. Now, look, check this out. To his credit, Mr. Diamond does say something, positive. He says Bitcoin and similar cryptocurrencies are simply not functional as currency. See, are you getting the point? He doesn't like these things because they are a competition for banks. The competition for banks, right? If Bitcoin, and it is a currency, by the way, I'm calling it a currency. There are people who defer and disagree with that. It's okay. But today is more and more being used as an actual currency on a global basis, with nation states even picking it up as an actual currency. So the argument maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago maybe was a valid argument. Today, not so much, because more and more the global reality of these things is coming into play. Bitcoin in particular is a currency. It is considered by this same corporation, BlackRock, its CEO has called it digital gold. Therefore, it is considered a safe haven, right? A place of value, a store of value that you can put capital into to actually protect the value of your assets and money. It, in fact, is a currency. But Mr. Diamond can have his point of view. He says it's not, right? Now, look at this. He says, if they think they're if they think they're a currency, there's no hope for it. It's essentially a Ponzi scheme dressed up as a tech innovation. So he says, he goes on to say he likes some of the technical things about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoins and smart contracts. He likes some of that. That's good, right? That's a starting place. Now you're going to be seeing potentially his viewpoint change, just as the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink's, his position changed, because he was against these things as well. He came around about 180 degrees in terms of his particular viewpoints on Bitcoin and decentralized finance. He now sees it as a bright light, a shining star, gold, the digital gold, his words, right? But Mr. Diamond, he's still hard, fast, and kind of against it, calling it a Ponzi scheme. That's pretty damning, right? Pretty damning, calling it a Ponzi scheme. Now we got to question Mr. Diamond, though, on this, right? Despite JP Morgan CEO's longstanding criticism of Bitcoin, the lender has been serving as an authorized participant for BTC ETFs since their launch, and has been involved in several blockchain-based projects for numerous years. We got to really ask the question, Mr. Diamond, what's really going? Look, what's happening here, right? So you see, family, on one hand, one side of his mouth, Ponzi scheme. Other side, let's get this money. Let's make money off of this thing, because this thing is making money. So if you don't know, let me just quickly give you this. BlackRock, one of the largest investment corporations on the planet, literally over $1 trillion under management. They and many others like them, big investment firms, pushed for their right to be involved in decentralized finance via the BTC or Bitcoin ETFs. They won in court of filings against the SEC. The SEC allowed it. January 12th, they come in. Billions of dollars begin to flow from TradFi, traditional finance, into decentralized a crypto world, right? Now, as a part of this facilitation of the capital, banks like JP Morgan are the custodians of monies held by the investment firms, right? So in effect, JP Morgan is participating itself in the BTC ETFs by virtue of being a custodian on behalf of BlackRock. They're making money off of this, family. They're making tons and tons of money off of this. This is the hypocrisy that we have to be careful of. Why is it, or why does it seem? Why does it seem that the elite don't want the everyday man and woman to get involved, to get just few little crumbs off of this thing, few little crumbs off the table? Why do you continue to scare the masses by using these draconian words like Ponzi? Why are you doing this? Stop it, right? You're participating. You use blockchain technology. Most of the big banks are using blockchain technology. And as reported in this article, they've been doing it for a number of years. So while we're being told bad, 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 not good for you, stay away from it. No, 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 don't do it. While we're being told that, they're actually doing it. They're actually making money. This is why we say you need to learn, you need to learn. And this is why we're teaching the masses at Seti Inc. You make up your own choice, but gain the knowledge, gain the information, get the facts around all of this, then make a decision that's good for you, your family, and your business. We say you should be involved. You might say, I don't want to, after you get the information and knowledge, but get the information and the knowledge first. This is our mission, to give information, because information is power, knowledge is power, but it's only power once you get it and then do something with it. Let's keep going. We've been telling people here for months about, really, there's only two choices you have anyway, right? You're going to be involved in digital economics. It is not tomorrow's reality, but today's reality. Today's reality. It exists right now. You and I and those who might not know what's really going on, if you haven't caught up to the modern times, you are putting your family, you are putting yourself, your business, you are putting everything at risk. You're putting it at risk because tomorrow is already underway in the present time today. We've been telling you for months now about CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. This is the means that the powers to be, nation states, the central banks of the world, Federal Reserve, United States, European Central Bank, all of them, this is how they want to combat. And what are they combating? They're combating our will. They're combating the freedom of people to make choices and to put ourselves in a position to gain wealth, to gain economic freedoms, choices for ourselves, to better our lives. If you don't know, and I won't go into the depth of it, there are many, many economists talking about it, but the system is already broken. It has been broken since 2008. What system? The global economic system. The fiat currency system, the paper money systems, they're broken. They're broken. They're broken. And they know it. They who? The central banks, the controllers of the fiat currency systems. They know the systems are broken. They cannot uphold these systems forever. Sooner or later, and it's already happening, many people scratching their heads. I got a raise. I don't see any money. I don't see any betterment of my life. I don't see any betterment in my economic situation. Why? What's going on? No matter where you are economically, people are beginning and feeling the pinch, right? It feels like nothing is necessarily getting that much better, even when I make more money. Why is this? It's because the system is broken. Now, what we're blessed with is decentralized finance. It is changing the system in a multitude of ways. And if you continue to stay with us, you're going to learn more and more how it is impacting TradFi or traditional finance and forcing certain things to manifest and take place. Well, the central bankers don't want you and I to have control over our money. They don't want that. They want to control the money. And so decentralized finance, blockchain, is giving that power to the people. They have come up with an alternative so that they can maintain control. That alternative is a blockchain, but it is not this decentralized blockchain. It is a centralized blockchain controlled by them that will usher in and is ushering in CBDC, central bank digital currencies. And look, based on the latest news reports, more than 98% of the world's central banks are researching, experimenting, piloting, and deploying central bank digital currencies. Friends and families, we've been telling you for months that this is coming and really is here. They just haven't launched it in certain places, like, quote, the US, right? And they won't even, when it comes, they may not even call it a CBDC. They're going to call it a token, probably. And, you know, again, remember, narrative spin is how people are mentally controlled. If you control the narrative, you say the thing that makes people do this, think that, etc., you control the minds of the people. That's ultimately what's at hand here, the control of our minds. Now, if they're telling you that 98% of the central banks of the globe are participating in some level of CBDC development, what is that saying? What is that saying to us? What it should be saying to us is they're all in. And those 2% that might not be in, they have to get in as well. You and I have a choice right now. Your ultimate choice is learning. Your ultimate choice is gaining data knowledge and being able to, let's say, pivot on a dime, right? You know, like a major, like a one of the greatest NBA basketball players who's able to pivot, right? You come down the court and boom, you can pivot. You want to be able to pivot regardless of what happens. You want to be able to make moves. You will not be able to do that without the proper knowledge. That's why we're pushing the information to the public. Please, family, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is an information source of truth. We're going to give you the hardcore facts and the hardcore truth. That's our mission. That's what we want to continually do. You can know that you can get it here. Push the information out to others so that more and more people begin to understand the global and economic environment in particular. But understand now, everything is being impacted by these global realities. There's nothing that happens on the planet without economics and money. So however the money goes, so everything else goes. The politics, how you eat, what you eat, everything is going to be controlled in some way, shape, or format by the money, the economics. So this, again, is a warning to us that we need to learn. We need to get involved. And look who's behind. Look who said these, according to whom the World Economic Forum with. If you don't know who they are, go and research them. A non-elected global body of persons comprising government officials, elites, all kinds of folks. And people have been warning about the WEF because they have been putting out information about how you and I would own nothing and simply be happy. You are going to be a happy slave. You're going to be happy owning nothing. That's what they're saying. These are their words. This is the kind of a narrative that is being spent out to the public, that we will someday own nothing, no land, no real estate. Hell, you won't even control your money because it'll be CBDC that they can cut off at the whim and the push of a button. If you say something or do something we don't like, we'll simply cut you off. That's the future that many are looking to impose upon the masses. We say no. We say no. We say we must keep our God-given rights and freedom. Now, we've been talking a lot about the Bitcoin halving. If you don't know, wake up, because it already has happened, and it happened 7 days ago. A week ago, the Bitcoin halving actually took place. This is the beginning, the true beginning of the bull market, and already we are seeing some beautiful things happen. You want to get involved now. You want to be placed and positioned, because when it really starts to heat up is when we could potentially be in the right place at the right time and see our life, our change, see our dreams come true, see our financial realities take place that we have dreamed of all of our lives. Some of us would love to retire, This is an opportunity, possibly even maybe to do it this year, certainly over the next 3 years when the bull run kicks in. Historically, bull runs have really begun to manifest somewhere between 6 and 12 months after that Bitcoin halvings. Now, these take place every 4 years. So this is the fourth Bitcoin halving to take place. As you can see on this by this slide, the next one isn't due until 2028. That would be the fifth one to come. But right now, we're living in the sweet spot of the Bitcoin halving that has just taken place. At that time, Bitcoin was 63,000. It is up and up and down a little bit since the halving, but we've seen a general push and uptick. Certainly, right after the first 24 to 48 hours, the cryptocurrency world was once again pumping, and we've seen a little bit of a retracement lately, but that's okay. There's a lot to this. There's a lot going on, and again, some of the big protocols, projects, and platforms of the last Bitcoin halving that were very, very successful. We've seen some of them come right back again today. Some new ones, some of those old ones rehashed, refurbished. They just came back a few days ago, and family, they are really doing some great, great things. Please, family, get in touch with us. This is the time of the masses, the rise of the people, but you must have the proper knowledge. You must have the proper information. The greatest principle of the Most High is truth. Truth. Number one principle. Truth. Number one. You can't have love. Many people think it's love. You can't have love without truth. Truth is the founding principle that the Most High builds everything else off of. Everything that the Most High constructs, he builds it upon truth. Once we have truth, we have everything else. We can have balance. We can have justice. We can have reciprocity. We can have righteousness. We can have love. Once we have truth, we are here to advocate for information, for facts, for truth. Continue to join us every Saturday, Seti Saturdays. Be here with us. Spread the word, family. We are here to get the truth out and to empower us along the way. Learn and earn with us. Definitely reach out. Customer service at TiSetiInc.com. We are here. We are building. We are looking to bring more and more people into the things, get you the solutions for the problems we are all facing as people, as families, as businesses. Thank you so much, family. Look forward to joining you and us. Be with us next week. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Peace and power.